His Prophet, he had the ability to...
How you doing, Aki? Have I seen you before? Let me see your face.
Not yet.
Oh.
Prophet Isa alayhi salam, he had the ability to raise the dead body by the will of Allah.
So do you see the difference between every single atom of the universe and just raising one person? Or two, or a few? Every single atom of the universe, meaning what? That Allah
by the will of Allah. If Allah gives you...
do
you agree that if Allah gives you the ability to control every single atom in the universe, would you agree that is that possible?
It's like
Has Allah got the ability to do that?
It's like saying Allah delegates everything that He...
So that's quite similar to the Trinitarian argument. It's the same as the Trinitarian argument.
How?
What do you mean how? That's exactly what the Christians say. They say that does Allah not have the ability to make Jesus have the same knowledge as him, as the same power as him, and have the make another God basically like him? Do you believe that the 𝐸MA have the �غَيْب, علم الغيب?
Yeah, if Allah gave him the...
Okay, so what about the verse in the Quran that says قُلْ لَا أَمْلِكُ لِنَفْسِي نَفْعًا...
I don't want to...
No, let's just talk about it. Where it says that قُلْ لَا أَمْلِكُ لِنَفْسِي نَفْعًا وَلَا ضَرًّا إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبَ لَاسْتَكْثَرْتُ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ وَمَا مَسَّنِيَ السُّوءُ إِنْ أَنَا إِلَّا نَذِيرٌ وَبَشِيرٌ لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ. It says that in the Quran, قُلْ لَا أَمْلِكُ لِنَفْسِي نَفْعًا وَلَا ضَرًّا, that I don't control any nafa', there's no benefit that comes to me, and there's no dar, which means evil that comes to me. Yeah. وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبِ, if I knew the ghaib, the Prophet here is meant to be speaking. Yeah. وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبِ لَاسْتَكْثَرْتُ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ. Yeah. وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبِ لَاسْتَكْثَرْتُ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ وَمَا مَسَّنِيَ السُّوءُ. If I knew the ghaib, the two things would happen. I would have gotten all the good things and no bad thing would have touched me. إِنْ أَنَا إِلَّا نَذِيرٌ وَبَشِيرٌ لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ. I'm only a warner and giving someone who gives glad tidings to people who believe. So if you're saying that the 𝐸MA have the ability to know the ghaib, doesn't this run counter to this verse?
The brother asked me, do all Shia believe that? I said no, there are many different...
No, but I'm just asking you a question. Like, because we have to understand here, if you're a Muslim, you believe in the Quran.
Yes, I do.
Alright, so this is a verse in the Quran. So you have two choices. You have
You can't just take the Quran by itself, you have to take hadith as well.
Okay, accepted. But I'm just saying to you, if you have a hadith here, like you do in 𝐷𝐢𝐿 𝐾𝐵, which says that the 𝐸MA have the ability to control all the creation and they know the future, the ability, they know what's going to happen in the future. There's abwab that I mentioned. It doesn't say that in the bab. The hadith doesn't say that. The chapter heading, yeah, doesn't. The 𝐾𝐵 chapter heading does not have that.
As far as I know, most Shias believe that Imam has got the ability, whatever ability they have got is by the will of Allah.
Type. Even if they have it by the will of Allah, you have to understand something, yeah? Even if someone says, okay, by the will of Allah, Allah will make another God. Would you accept this?
No, that's something.
No, hold on. Well, what makes a God? What makes a God? A God is someone who's all-knowing, all-powerful, all-strong, the beginning, all the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is what makes a God. So if I were to put to you that if by the will of Allah can there be another God?
It's like saying, can God create a stone that no one can lift it?
It's not the same. I'm just saying that here, can God make another God? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It's like mathematics. Would 1 minus 1 be equal to 1? It would never be equal to 1.
It's not the same. I'm not saying minus, I'm saying plus. I'm just saying is 1 plus what? Can Allah make another God? Yes or no?
No, you can't make
Can Allah make another God?
It's impossible.
Why?
It can't be.
Why?
It's impossible.
Do you know why the answer is? You know what the answer is to that question?
There is an answer. I've heard a hadith like from
what's your name, Akhi?
Yusuf,
listen to me, yeah?
There's a hadith on that. There's someone who came
listen to me carefully.
Why? Same shubha,
it's not a shubha, Akhi, it's logic. We use it with Christians, and I hope you listen to it. What I'm saying to you is this. If I'm saying to you, can God make another God?
It's going to go on YouTube.
Akhi, forget about Akhi. No, listen.
It's going to go on your channel, innit? It's called Mohammed Hijab.
It's you know me, man.
Nah, yeah.
Listen, it's not.
Nature.
Look, I'm not here to debate you. Yeah, wallahi, I don't feel this is like a debating experience.
I don't agree.
Yeah, he's just here. Listen, Akhi, I'm just saying to you, look. Generally speaking, if you want to be a Shia, you have to justify your belief. Just like if you want to be a Christian, you have to justify that. Yeah. If you believe that there's are you a Shia as well? Okay, sorry, I'm being a bit confrontational. I don't mean to be confrontational.
Can
Listen,
God make something exist and non-exist at the same time?
it's no. Listen, I'm not going to that. Are you Shia?
Allah ala kulli
Okay.
shay'in qadir.
طيب, it's not
But
that.
I'm saying God can't do that.
Yeah, no. The reason why Allah is ala kulli shay'in qadir. However, the things which listen to this carefully. The things which run counter to His fundamental attributes, Allah would not do. For example, to answer the question of would Allah make another God, the reason why is because in His nature He wouldn't. It contributes His attribute of being al-wahid al-ahad. Yeah. طيب, which means one and one and
It's like
only.
saying, would Allah have a son? Can Allah it contradicts with His attributes and the
طيب.
principle of having one God.
And Allah says that in the Quran. طيب, perfect. Now the same logic can be applied to this very argument. So if I say to you, look, can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create a human being with all knowledge? Yes? Can Allah Yes. Can Allah create a human being? Can Allah make a human being with all knowledge?
Yes, He can.
So okay, would that not contradict the fact that He is the only alim al-ghaib?
It wouldn't.
But He is meant to be the only one who knows this stuff.
No, it wouldn't. Because there's a verse in the Quran where Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam,
Yes.
when he brought the Arsh of Bilqis, he asked one of the jinn. I can't remember the verse, but it says, وقال الذي عنده علم من الكتاب علم من الكتاب أنا آتيك به
من.
علم من الكتاب أنا آتيك به قبل أن يرتد لك. I don't know the.
Okay, fine.
This guy was a human being, so he had the ability to bring the whole throne off.
Yeah, but he didn't know all the knowledge.
He had a bit. So Allah gave him
Okay,
a bit
yeah,
of the
we all
knowledge.
have a bit of knowledge. You have a bit, and you have a bit, I have a bit.
He had the ability to bring the throne.
Okay, let me
from
ask you.
different country.
So do you believe? Okay,
from
I
one
get,
country to
I get that point. Yeah,
So, yes, he
very
gave-
nice. So does Imam
Allah
Hussein?
gave him the ability to do
Does
that.
Imam
So
Hussein?
would
Does Imam Hussein have the knowledge of everything? Or yes or no?
of everything?
Does he have ghaib knowledge or not? Be honest about your belief. Yeah.
What Allah told him, yeah.
Let me give the example of the soul. Allah says in the Quran,
Yeah, طيب,
Allah told him
we'll come to it.
by the way he inherited.
Does he have knowledge, all knowledge or not?
What do you mean all knowledge?
Does all knowledge? Ya akhi, don't.
What do you mean
All knowledge means
omniscient.
is he omniscient?
So like, like he inherited some of the ghaib from the Prophet. Some
Some of it
the
I've
ulum, some of
inherited.
the ulum, some
Akhi,
of
we
the
all
ulum.
have inherited some of the great. What you're saying fits all of our categories. I have inherited some of the ghaib from the prophets. Me, you,
Yeah, I had. Like,
we. Okay, khalas. So what makes us different? So right now you've just made us all the same. Me and the Imam is the same now because actually he's inherited the ghaib from the prophets. I have inherited the ghaib from the prophets. Does he have the ghaib? Yes, the proper ghaib, like the all ghaib, al ghaib, not ghaib, ghaibin. I'm talking about
knowing when a person
ghaib,
is gonna die or something like that.
al ghaib. That's what it says in the Kafi. That the Imam knows when he's going to die. It says that in the chapter heading.
Does the Imam know if his companion is going to die after 3 days or after 2 days?
Yes, something like that. Does he have that knowledge?
I haven't read the Al-Kafi.
طيب, it says it.
Stand here and claim that I've read it. I haven't
Right,
read it.
it's a big book, akhi. So I would, okay, fine. I'm just saying to you that one of the main points of demarcation between Sunnis and Shiites is this. Okay, so you've just said that it's not logically problematic for us to believe that he knows the ghaib.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah?
It's just
طيب.
like Al-Khudr and
Okay, but fine. Type and no problem and all that stuff.
Many people, this guy was not a prophet and he had a bit.
Okay, so do you maintain that belief? Let's be honest here. Do you maintain the belief? You don't have to lie. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're lying. Or just be straightforward. Do you believe that Imam Hussein has Alif Lam ghaib? Alif Lam. You're an Arab speaker, yeah? Yeah. Where are you from? Bahrain. So you're an Arab, okay? So I know I'm not speaking to someone who's not. Alif Lam.
Al-Ghaib, yeah.
L. I'm talking about all of it. The ghaib. Does he have it or does he not have it? Yes or no?
I don't know. I haven't read the hadith. I don't know, but he has got. He's infallible. That's why I believe him.
Type, you believe he's
But I don't know
infallible?
if he's got the whole ghaib. I don't know. I haven't read it. I had to.
Why do you believe he's infallible? Why do you believe that?
Why do I think that he's infallible?
Give me any evidence. Do you know what? Let me make a challenge today. Wallahi. I'm feeling. Today you said he's infallible, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I believe in. Yeah.
You believe he's infallible?
Just like the prophet. Yeah.
Okay. Is he infallible?
Yes, I do.
So he can't do sin.
Yes, he does.
Okay, give me one verse in the Quran which says that. Or one hadith from your books. One hadith from your books.
From my
Not my books, your books.
in the read. Let's go to the verse.
Fine.
I know you have discussed this topic too many times.
Fine.
إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. Now we have different we have different interpretation of who Ahl al-Bayt are. You have different. You include the wife of the Prophet, but we don't.
Okay.
We only include 5.
So what does that mean? Can you translate the verse and tell me what it means?
Well, I haven't read the whole. There's a tafsir.
No, you tell me. You said that. Type. You said that verse in the. But you've just said that.
From that verse, Shia built the concept of infallibility.
I get what you say. I get
I
that.
haven't read it. I'm not a scholar. That's what I'm saying.
No problem. No one here is a scholar, my friend. I'm not a scholar either. But I can tell you something.
You have knowledge. You have more knowledge than me.
No, listen to me. Let's go through the Quran. Now, the rijs here is impurity, yeah? Rijs in Arabic language means impurity.
Rijs can come from sins.
But no. But rijs does not mean sin.
It can come from sins.
Type, you're an Arab speaker. I'm going to do something with you right now. If you give me 3... Type, if you allow me, I'm going to do something with you right now. Everyone's going to watch this, yeah? Everyone here is... No, don't go. Don't go.
I've got an appointment.
No, listen. Give me 3 minutes. This is important, akhi. I want you...
For the sake of the camera,
Even if I am doing it for the sake of the camera, there's no aib in that, I believe, yeah? Because people need to be educated. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Rijs is mentioned with a sin 9 times in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in chapter 5 verse 90, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ وَالْأَنصَابُ وَالْأَزْلَامُ رِجْسٌ مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. That intoxicants and gambling, all these things is rijs. Okay, Allah mentions in chapter 6 verse 125, Surah Al-An'am, فَمَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ ومن يريد أن يضله يجعل صدره ضيقا حرجا كأنما يصعد في السماء كذلك يجعل الله الرجس على الذين لا يؤمنون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-An'am chapter 6 verse 145, He says قل لا أجد فيما أوحي إلي محرما على طعام يطعمه إلا أن يكون ميتة أو دما مسفوحا أو لحم خنزير فإنه رجس أو فسقا أهل لغير الله به إلى آخر الآيات. Allah mentions in chapter number 7 verse number 71 Surah Al-A'raf. He says, don't go now because it's going to look bad. Okay. قال قد وقع عليكم رجس من ربكم وغضب أتجادلونني في أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما نزل الله بها من سلطان فانتظروا إني معكم من المنتظرين. So here we've got 4 out of 9. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in chapter 5, in chapter number 9, verse number 91, and other verses in Surah Al-Tawbah, He says, فَزَادَتْهُمْ رِجْسًا إِلَى رِجْسِهِمْ. Yes. This rijs here is adab.
Now what increased their rijs?
He gave them punishment on top of their punishment. Rijs and all of these, what I'm saying to you right now, if you look at the word rijs in every mawtan of the Quran, it can either mean al-khubthu. Al-khubthu means impurity, and that can be ma'nawi, which means figurative, or it could mean hissi, which means physical. Rijs in nowhere in the Quran, or rijs with a zay. By the way, Al-Azhari, who died in 288, he said rijs and rijs are the same. Yes, and he also, by the way, I'm going to come to the sunnah in a second. He says rijs with a sin and rijs with a zay. And if you want me to do istiqra' term with zay, I can do that. Right. Anyways, everywhere in the Quran where rijs is mentioned or where rijs is mentioned, it either means impurity or what? Or adab. It can also mean in the case of rijs or rujz bidam al-ra, it could mean like shirk. Like where rujza fahjur. وَلَا تَمْنُنْ تَسْتَكْثِرْ وَلَرَبِّكَ فَاصْبِرْ إلى آخر الآيات. And that is, by the way, that ayah in chapter number 74 verse 5 of the Quran, Surah Al-Muddathir. It can be read 2 ways according to the Ahl Sunnah, rijs and rujz, because the majority of Quran read it rijs. Anyways, if you think that this verse is a dalil, chapter 33 verse 33 is a dalil.
You brought up a lot of verses.
No, I'm saying to you, if you look at the whole Quran, no problem. I'm giving you all the verses now, so you don't have to go home. Look, I don't want you to go home. I want you to stay here and listen carefully. Don't go anywhere. Listen, no, wallahi, don't go. It's not going to look good. For the sake of the Shia, you have to stay here now. You have to.
I don't represent the Shia.
No, you're a Shiite, but you're an archetype. Listen, you're an archetypal Shiite.
You're coming to me. I don't have enough knowledge.
Akhi, I'm not being funny. I'm not being
I
funny.
don't have enough knowledge to debate.
He didn't come to you, you were here.
No, akhi.
He came to me.
No, but you were here. You were speaking to
I was just.
Akhi, please. It's
I
not.
was having a friendly chat with someone and
No.
he just came along trying to refute my belief. I said to you, I don't have enough knowledge.
I'm not trying to refute belief, akhi. You're an Arab guy. Last week there was about 30 of the, I don't know, looking for the. Didn't they come down? Tayyib, so you've come this week. No problem. I'm just saying that if you have a belief, you should be able to justify it. If you're a Christian or Muslim or Jew, you have to be able to justify that belief. Do you get what I'm
I
saying?
have my reason, but I can't record them right now. That's what I'm saying. I have to read my hadith first and make.
Tayyib, let me show you the hadith. Let's go to the hadith now. I'll tell you the hadith. No problem. Let's go to your hadith. Because of course, to do tafsir of the Quran, you have to do tafsir of the Quran bil-Quran. And then you have to do tafsir of the Quran bil-Sunnah. So let me tell you what Ja'far al-Sadiq said about rijs.
I don't know if this hadith is.
Tayyib, I'm going to tell you that Al-Majlisi and Al-𝐿 authenticated the hadith.
I have to look into it.
Tayyib, you can take my word for it now, and if I'm wrong, you can. Tayyib, listen, please, Akhi, stop playing around. Like, Akhi, listen to me, yeah. If you want, this has got fine. Let it be an educational experience. I'm not saying I'm debating you, Akhi, but not everything you can run away and listen carefully, Akhi. This is your books, not my books, yeah. In your books, what did Ja'far al-Sadiq say that rijs meant? Ja'far al-Sadiq said that rijs meant, listen carefully, he said that rijs meant الشك. فإنه الشك. He said فإنه الشك. Certainly الشك. Shak means doubt. Now Al-Azhari, by the way, interesting, he said that it can also mean that. So here you have three possible meanings of the word rijs. It could mean impurity, it could mean doubt, and it could mean, we said before, what was the other thing we said? Adhab, punishment. If you look at the Quran, those three usages of the word are there. However, you will not be able to find in the Quran or in your Sunnah, not my Sunnah, in fact any book of yours, any book of hadith that you have, you will not be able to find that the word rijs means sin. Therefore, when you quote chapter 33, verse 33, it says, وَقَرْنَ فِي بِيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَىٰ وَأَقِمْنَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتِينَ الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِعْنَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. You can't say that verse means what? It means that Allah wanted to get away the sin from the Ahlul Bayt. Why? Because actually, according to the Arabic language, according to the Quran, according to my hadith, according to your hadith, according to anyone who knows anything about Arabic, that word sin is not in the verse. Therefore, my question is this. You're saying that the A'imma, the 12 A'imma, are ma'sumun. They have isma. My question is, where did you get this belief from your texts? Like when I ask a Christian, you believe in the Trinity, yet in the Old Testament there is no Trinity. Why do you believe in something that you've been told by the church leaders that is not in your book? So I'm asking you, now, what is the evidence that the Ahlul Bayt they don't have any sin at all? No minor sins, no khata, no nisyan.
There are many verses, and I can back it up with hadith.
Tayyib, can you give me one verse?
Right now.
I tell you there is no verse.
There's a verse about Imam Ali.
A verse about Imam Ali. Tayyib, give me the verse.
I can't remember the whole ayah.
There is no verse about Imam Ali in the Quran. Tayyib, لِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ.
Go research.
Had means guide in Arabic language. Hadin.
I can't remember the
Hadin.
ayah.
وَلِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ means for every people there is a guide. Tayyib, what's that got to? So he is the guide for every person.
He's a had.
Had is nakira, not bil ma'rifa.
In our interpretation, and there are some Sunni books which claim that when someone asked the Prophet, he said it's Imam Ali. But
Okay, that's very ridiculous to me, because لِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ it literally means for every people there is someone who leads them. That's what it means in Arabic language. Had means guide. Now the word had comes in nakira form. Hadin means actually it's nakira, it's not ma'rifa. Ma'rifa is ta'yin shakhs. Nakira is.
You say it's nakira, but we don't believe it's nakira because it's black man.
Akhi, it's nakira in Arabic language. It's got two tanweens on it. Nakira is when you have tanween on the ism. Akhi, it's Arabic language. You can't say
Unknown. I said like unknown. That's what you're saying. Nakira.
nakira is. Of course, it's nakira. It's Arabic. It's nakira. Ma'rifa is only with alif and lam.
Okay.
Or you can have, you know what I'm saying, harf nida or something, which makes it ma'rifa. But you haven't got anything or the awamil that you're putting to it to make it ma'rifa. It's not ma'rifa. It's nakira.
No, but I'm saying it's a ma'rifa. That's what I'm saying.
But it's nakira Arabic language. In Arabic language, whenever you have a akhi habibi, whenever you have you have 2 tanweens on something, which is an ism, it's nakira. Do you understand this Arabic principle?
There is, yeah, there.
أخي
There are lots of hadith that says Imam Ali.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
I can bring the hadith, but I don't know how I have to go, bro. Wallahi, I have to go.
Don't go anywhere. Let me tell you what Ibn
I'll come next week.
Do you know what? No, akhi, don't go anywhere.
Well, I've got an appointment. I have to see someone.
But are you with me here? Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, akhi, the evidences you've
I
brought,
understand your claims, and I can refute them, but it's not.
you
enough.
can't refute them.
If I discuss it, it'll be like 3 hours, 4
Just
hours,
give me 1 minute.
4
Just
hours.
tell me one verse in the Quran whereby you can stump it, that basically this extrapolate that the A'imma, the Ahlul Bayt cannot do sin. Or give me one hadith from your books. One, please, just one. I'll give you time. If you need to go on your phone, I'll let you do that.
I haven't read my hadith, that's what I'm saying. I haven't read all the
So, okay, why do you believe in something you don't have evidence for?
I've read it before, but I can't memorize. I don't memorize all the hadiths. I can't just memorize it. I've read it before. I've read the hadith and the explanation and all the tafsir, which claims that the 12 imams are infallible. But I don't have it on me right now. I don't have the resources right now. That's what I'm saying.
طيب. So, do you now reject the hadith? Do you reject the belief that the imams are ma'soom?
I don't reject it.
Why do you believe in it then?
I've read some books.
So, do you believe it? Do you only? طيب, Habibi, how can you believe in something which you have no evidence for?
There is an evidence. I just told you. I've read it.
What's the evidence? Can you tell me what it is so I can believe
can't
it?
recall it. That's the thing. I didn't.
So where is it? Like, where can we find it?
There's a book called 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤𝐿 الإمامية. It's written by
Okay.
by Mudaffar, Sheikh Mudaffar. You can read that.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for the reference. By the way, can you come here for a second? I just want to say something. Well, I apologize if I'm coming across strong. But the thing is, akhi, you have to understand. There's a context behind this. Last week, there were some people that were looking for us, and 30 people or something came down. And akhi, it's as if when the Shia, I'm not pointing the finger at you, but it's as if now, wallahi, we come, by the way, can I tell you something? When we come to Speaker's Corner, frankly, we don't even look for Shia. We don't even look for them. Whenever the Shia come to Speaker's Corner, I'm not saying all of them, right? But just recently, it seems as that they're coming to look specifically for us. Do you get it? And want to make a Sunni Shia discussion. I haven't got a problem with that. But I'm saying that if you want to put yourself in the lines, then you knew who I was because you watched some of my videos online, yeah? So you know that this is the lines then, akhi. You know that this is a place where there's going to be a debate. So if you want to come to the...
I came here to watch. That's the thing.
No, okay, khalas, but I'm being funny, but like, you were having a debate with someone about Imam, a very strong one. Okay, you were...
Like a discussion.
Wallahi, it was a debate.
Sure discussion.
And when the evidence started being put forward, now I don't know and this and that, I'm not qualified and whatever. You're an Arab speaker, you know the verses, you've memorized some of them. It's simply the case that it's not just because you are what you are. There is no evidence. It's simply that there is no evidence. I'm telling you, no, I'm not subjective. I've given you istiqra' tam of the word rijs. If you want me to do the same thing with rijs, I can do it. Starting with chapter 2, verse 59 of the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah.
You could do that.
I can do that. I don't want to waste your time.
But I'm saying I can't refute it right now. I can't bring my own opinion on my school of belief opinion on it.
Akhi, I'm just saying, if you believe the Quran is the word of Allah, okay? I'm sorry if I came across strong, akhi, but if you believe the Quran is the word of Allah,
I do have Quran in my bag.
no, if you believe it, akhi, then we have to be confined to what it's telling us to do. Like, it's telling us that we've got to believe that Allah is the only one who has all knowledge, that human beings, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about Prophet Muhammad, قل ما كنت بدعا من الرسل وما كنت أدري ما يفعل بي ولا بكم. In chapter 40, what is this? What is it? Surah Al-Fatih or Surah Al-Muhammad or something, 47, verse 8 or something. Something like that. إن أتبع إلا ما يوحى إلي. Yeah, I only follow what is revealed to me. If a Shia or a Sunni or anybody comes to me and says, listen, I know someone who knows all knowledge, or he knows what's going to happen when they die and these things, which is mentioned in your books, akhi, and the Quran in this verse and the other verse I already mentioned to you, in Surah Al-A'raf, where it says, قل لا أدري ما قل لا أملك لنفسي نفعا ولا ضرا إلا ما شاء الله ولو كنت أعلم الغيب لاستكثرت من الخير وما مسني السوء إن أنا إلا نذير وبشير لقوم يؤمنون. I don't know the ghaib. The Prophet has been said, and if I knew the ghaib, think about this, akhi. If I knew the future, I knew the ghaib, then I would have gotten all the good things. and nothing bad would have touched me.
The tafsir of that verse, that's what I'm saying.
Akhi, Al-Hussein, if he knew what was going to happen to him, why would he commit suicide, akhi? It's ridiculous. If you knew that he was going to go somewhere, he's going to get killed. Look at what it says in the Quran. It says, وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبِ لَاسْتَكْثَرْتُ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ وَلَا مَسَّنِيَ السُّوءُ. If I knew the ghaib, I would have gone all the good things and no bad would have touched me. So Prophet Muhammad has been said that if I knew the ghaib, my strategy would have been that I don't have any bad touch me. No bad would have touched me because I don't want any bad. Because the Quran says, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ. Don't do anything that causes harm to your own self. If the Prophet Muhammad has been told in Surah Al-A'raf that if I knew the ghaib, I would not have done anything that would have caused harm to me. And now we're told to believe that there's an Imam called Al-Hussein that comes and he knows the ghaib. And now he's going into harm's way, intentionally. So he's going against the Quran. And he's going on two levels. Because he's not meant to know the ghaib. And he's not meant to harm himself if he knew the ghaib. So, akhi, this is so clearly against the Quran. Wallahi, what you have to do, akhi, right now, and we have to get you to do this, is you have to reject this principle, because it is a principle that you've been socialized into, that if you believe in the Quran, you must reject. So I'm saying to you now, can we get from you, Yusuf, a rejection of the fact that the A'imma have all knowledge of the future and all knowledge like that? Can you reject that?
I don't totally reject it. That's
Why do you not reject it? It's going against the Quran.
I believe in ilm al-ghayb. I believe in it. I believe that Allah gave some.
But it says in the Quran opposite. It says what you believe. The Quran is saying something opposite to what you believe. So what do you accept? Do you believe what you believe because Khomeini and Sistani and whatever told you to believe it, and your parents told you to believe it, or are you going to believe what Allah says? It's as simple as that.